Yo, what's up, guys? We back, and you already know what time it is. We're gonna be talking about the Madden 23 franchise. We played the beta. Me and Drew played an entire season for y'all, and I had to go ahead and break it down. By the way, obviously this background is gonna be Madden 22, but I'm gonna use this as a visualization so y'all can kind of see or visualize when I talk about the Madden 23 beta. Man, what's new, what's old. I'm gonna go ahead and break it all down. Hopefully, I can explain this in the best way possible. This is not easy without being able to show y'all stuff. So please bear with me, man. Like I said, real quick, sorry I haven't been uploading a lot of videos. I've been working my butt off in real life. Also, my head ain't been feeling too good. Well, one side of my head, I don't know if y'all ever heard about an enlarged node or whatever like that. Yeah, it messed up the right side of my head and it felt like a pen was just stabbing the heck out of it. But anyway, we good, man. I'm feeling better, so I'm making this video. Let's go ahead and get into it, bro. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the scouting. The scouting is exactly the same way, man. I do not like this, how the scouting is in this game. You go to it, oh no, actually, you go to scouts, and then, okay, Taylor Malone or whoever, he doing the West, then this dude National, Southeast, Northeast, Central, and basically you letting the computer do it. I'm not a big fan of this. I miss the old way where you have scouting points. You can go to the player you want and you just scout them out, and go all the way out. But the only thing I do like about this is that they have the player notes on the side. Like, oh, never seen a window he won't throw into. Beautiful spiral all his passes. I like this part of it, but guys, this is still the same. Wish they will put it back to the old way or incorporate this with the old way. But yeah, I don't know why. It's still the same. I'm not a big fan of it. Probably y'all are, but the scouting is still exactly the same. They still got the mock drafts. I believe the mock drafts are a lot better because in this year, I don't know what the heck they was doing, but yeah, when it comes to upgrading the players, that's pretty much the same as well. But there's actually a twist when it comes to the XP, and I will get into that in a minute. So scouting is the same, whoop whoop, same way. But one of the coolest things this year about this game, say, let me go to it just real quick. Like I said, I just created this just so I can give y'all an example. Let me go to the Rams. All right, you see Aaron Donald right here, right? Aaron Donald. I don't know what the heck you talking about, dude, on the background. Hold on.
This player has a zone ability.
Yeah, zone ability. Okay, anyway, you see how Aaron Donald, he's been playing for what, 7 years now. That's what it said, right? 7 years. He's 30 years old. He's winning the Super Bowl in real life. Y'all get it. So Aaron Donald, you would consider him as a veteran player, and a lot of people would consider him as a mentor. Guys, having an older player on your team in franchise mode is actually beneficial. This is freaking great. They have motivators, motivation, and they have player tags. Now, what's cool about Aaron Donald? I don't think Aaron Donald necessarily has it, or maybe he does. You know what? The person that does have it, I'm gonna give a good example. Sadly, he just retired, but a good thing for my Falcons. But as my favorite player, one of my favorite tight ends ever, where's the Buccaneers, man? Gronk. I'll tell you a player that has it. Gronk, okay, it still has overview, it still has rating, it still has health, progression. Of course, it'll have abilities if you have abilities. Next gen stats will be on the end. And it actually works better this year when it comes to this. And by the way, guys, if y'all wondering, since I'm on this topic, when you want to play against a real life person, the next gen stats still do not work. And y'all know how you can game plan, do the weekly game plan against the AI, and you can see if they like to run or pass. It still does not work against real life players. It still shows zero and stuff like that. So that's something I have to go ahead and get out the way. I don't know why they doing it like that. Hopefully they do fix that and it's just a beta thing. Even though they have it in this year, I sent my feedback on the beta forums to let them know that that would be cool if we can actually game plan against a real life opponent without just random knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, right in between the progression history and next gen stats, it will be something called motivation and player traits. Now, Rob Gronkowski, dang, I don't know where he's from and stuff like that. I don't know all his info. Let me see something. I think they actually show it on here. Edit player. Like I said, bear with me, guys. It's hard to explain. I hate that we can't show y'all, but okay, he went to well, his college was Arizona. Uh, this one don't show the hometown like it does on the main menu. So anyway, let's just say he actually was born in Arizona. Now, what's so cool about this? Say you have a team, and you do good in the playoffs last season or whatever. His motivation would be, okay, let me get a Super Bowl chase, meaning your team has a more likely chance to go to the Super Bowl. Say if you were like in Florida or something like that, or whatever team, it'll be like, okay, I don't have to worry about income tax. And then say if you had a quarterback like Tom Brady, you'd be like, you know what, the team has a franchise quarterback. So that shows the motivation of him wanting to stay or sign with your team. So that is freaking sick. So just imagine, okay, say Arizona, okay, Kyler Murray, just say this was all Arizona. Say if Gronk retired and he wanted to go sign with the Cardinals. Say if your team was the Cardinals and you saw Gronk in the free agency. Well, since he went to Arizona, his motivation would be like, you know what? Arizona is close to home. So that would be more likely for him to sign. And yes, that's a real thing. I'm not just making this up. I've seen I signed Bruce Irvin or something like that on the Washington Commanders, and the fact that he was close to home, which is Atlanta, he wanted to sign with me even more. So that's pretty cool. So just an example, if this was Grunt and you was on the Arizona Cardinals, he would want to come to your team because he's close to home in Arizona. They have a franchise quarterback in Kyler Murray, and I guess you can say they're in a Super Bowl chase. So that's the best way I can break it down. I would love to be able to show y'all, but I can't. So just think about it like that. Now, also, like I said, they have the overview, the ratings, the health, the progression. In the middle, they have, I told you, the motivation tab, and they also have something called the player tags. The player tags is so great since Gronk is a freaking a older player, and he's been doing this for a minute. Like I tried to show the example for Aaron Donald, but Aaron Donald doesn't have one. But Gronk does. Aaron Donald's player trait is a mentor. So that means for any player like on the offensive line, which is crazy because I guess the tight ends are technically on the line. I just checked this because a left guard wanted to come to a team, and it showed that the mentor is Gronk. But usually the mentor is a person at that position. So say, which is funny, Antonio Brown, he's a mentor in Madden 23, even though he's not on the team or whatever. And y'all know how AB is. He's funny to me, but anyway, he's a mentor. So every wide receiver on the team every week gets bonus XP because of Antonio Brown being a mentor to the team, and it actually matters. And it will show up on the field. It'll show up in the off season, and just like I told you about Grunt, more people want to come sign on the team because they like, oh shoot, Antonio Brown over there. Let me go sign with him, or like in this case, Grunt. Let me go sign with Grunt because he's a mentor, and that is freaking huge. So guys, having older players in your team is very beneficial, and I like that because when me and Drew did, we played a whole season. Like I said, a franchise 6 minute quarters. We went crazy. We was pumping it out. That's why, like I said, this is another reason why this video was late. You saw every week that that mentor actually means something, and I like that. I like that the traits mean something, even in the off season. I'll show you all about that in a minute. Well, I'll show you in the best way I can, but I just want to put that out there. The traits, the player tags, the motivation, whatever you can think of. Like I said, no state income tax, closer to home, um, the Super Bowl chase, anything that a real life person would think about when joining the team, that's likely for them to either not want to stay on the team or leave the team. So I think that's pretty cool. So like I said, weekly strategy, it will be the same way. If you got, this is the same exact screen how you would see on Madden 23. You still got the inside, outside, stuff like this. Let me just do this real quick. Short pass, Tom Brady, and then you go to player health. This is exactly the same way. So you can simulate just like this. Press the R3 button. They still got the same exact ones, just like in this game. Interception, sack the quarterback 3 times, like do that one, rush for 150. So the scouting is still the same, the training is still the same. But when you train, like I said, if you have those mentors on your team, you will see like the boost. You get an extra boost. So say, like I said, it was Grunt. So the tight ends, where the heck the tight ends at? Not in this game, but in Madden 23, the tight ends, you will see an extra boost just because you have a mentor. Now you can have more than one mentor. I had Odell, I had Golden Tate, I had AB, and they was mentors to like Keenan Allen or um somebody else. I forgot who it was. But just think those things stack. So the more motivators or mentors you have on your team, the better your team will be. And that's what I like about this. So scouting guys, same. Um, Weekly strategy is still the same. Like I said, if it's a real life person, they still got it messed up where you won't see what the real life person has been doing the entire season. I don't like that. But the positive is with the whole mentor and player traits, that's really cool. So another thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show y'all something in the off season. So I'll see y'all in a minute. All right, guys, we are back. I want to go ahead and simulate to the off season. By the way, guys, since I'm looking at this now, I've never seen this before because I usually choose an owner when I do franchise. As far as right now, guys, I did send the feedback to tell them that owners should be able to have scenarios like the coaches, because obviously the owner has more responsibilities than the coaches. And I never seen none of this stuff because I always choose owners. So this is pretty cool. I didn't even know this part that like you can have a scenario or you can have more breakout players if you're using a coach. But I sent them my feedback to tell them that as an owner you should have that as well. That would be cool. I mean, might as well. I mean, you see this GM meeting. I'm pretty sure the GMs meet with the freaking owners. So I did throw that out there. So as of right now, you do not have a lot of scenarios at all if you are using owners. You have more when you're using a coach. So I'm just throwing that out there. By the way, guys. Um. So yeah, that's one thing I want to go ahead and let y'all know. It was something else. What the heck was it, man? Um. Let me advance the week. I want to go ahead and show y'all about the off season, the free agency, and stuff like that. This is still Madden 22. I can't really show y'all what's up. By the way, they do still show the combine just like this game. So if y'all want to know, the combine is still the same. You can't play the combine. You can't do the combine. It still shows you all what's going on. Pro days, still the same. Um, Dang, I hate that I can't show y'all. Like I said, I know this sucks, guys. I know this sucks. But it's very, 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 very hard to explain this without really showing y'all. But I'm trying to do it the best way I can. But it's still the same way. Sign free agents. Okay, free agents. There we go. Here we go. Now, this entire free agency thing like this is revamped. I love this a lot. Now, this is the very positive thing. This whole screen is different. During this screen, on the first week, you can only go after 5 players. But then after that, you can go out after 11 or whatever, how many you want. Or what I like about this, okay, you see how Devontae Adams, it shows the Texans, and it shows that he's interested in. Just like how I told you about those motivations and player traits before, that will be on the side. Well, yeah, it'll be on the side, and it'll be like, okay, cool. If I want to sign with you because you're close to my hometown, you know, you're closer to here, you're closer to there, and you can actually see the stats now. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Okay, ratings. Like you can go to here, you can see everything. Everything you want to know about the player, you can see it right off the bat. You can see how old they are. You can see if they're close to home. You can see if they want to be in a team. And if they have all red, a player will not sign to your team. And if a player is interested in another team, I think Drew tried to give a max contract to Michael Brown, like 110 million, and he was actually interested a little bit, but because Hollywood was interested in the Saints way more, he took a pay cut. Think about it. Drew's gonna pay that man 110 million. He went to the Saints for 59 million. So that shows you that you know what, he just wanted to go play for them because that was his interest. Because all of the stuff was green for him. I guess maybe that's close to home for him. I don't know. I don't know a lot about Hollywood Brown, but hey, that's what he wanted. So I think this is pretty cool. Trust me, this whole screen is different. It looks like the old school Madden vibe, but it's something new. And y'all will love that. I feel like that's another one of the best things. The off season will probably be one of your favorite things to do because the menu is a lot cleaner. It's a lot better. You can still see your team needs. You know, you still got my negotiations, my signings available. You got league signings. You got all of this, and like I said, it's a lot better because you can actually see why a player don't want to sign with you. You can see why they do want to sign with you. You can see Like I told y'all, if I had Gronk on my team and I'm trying to sign in, I think I tried to sign what's that man name? Pat Fryermuth, because I think when I did the offseason, Jared Cook retired, and I was like, okay, cool, let me get another tight end. Fryermuth was like, okay, cool, I'm very interested in this because you got Gronk on your team, and I was like, oh shoot, that's sick, and he signed with me immediately. And what's cool about this, the offseason, they have different signings as well. Um, they have different contracts that you give players. They have player friendly. They have very player friendly. They have low risk. They have neutral, medium risk, and they have team friendly risk. And it's crazy because, dang, bro, I heard that I can't explain it no better than this, man. But just think about it. So player friendly is like the player will take this offer, but the player may take this offer, but the player may accept less. Basically, you know what I'm saying? You want to do it for the player. If it's low, then obviously that's for the team. If it's high, that's for the player. If it's neutral, it's kind of like for the team and the player. It depends on the type of stuff. It's like a high risk, high reward. Most of the time, you can get away with it if they want to be on the team anyway. But if they don't want to be on the team, giving a very high contract can impact it. But if all of that stuff is red and they just don't want to be on the team, they don't care how much money you want to get them, they will go to somebody else. That's the best way I can explain that. So yeah. So the off season is freaking cool. Trust me, it's way better than this. That is a W in esports. So guys, when you do the off season, this is perfect. This is the best off season I had. So I would have to give a thumbs up to EA Sports on that. Good stuff to that. Now I will simulate to the draft real quick because I don't really care about that. But yeah, guys. By the way, I don't know if I said it already, but injuries on the game are a lot better. Instead of this year when you used to fall down to the ground and they used to pop straight up and you used to be like, "What the heck is that?" Now they actually fall. They actually stumble. They wiggle. They look like they actually hurt. And then the next cutscene they'll be running to the locker room or they'll be holding their hand. They'll be on the sideline. I like that a lot. They also don't have the concussion protocol like they used to in Madden 13. If you get knocked out and they'll follow your finger on the sideline. I have not seen that, but I heard they didn't want to. They didn't want to promote that, even though they do that in real life. It's literally called percussion protocol. I don't know why they don't have that in the game, but yeah. So I had to throw that out there. So yeah, injuries are back and they look realistic. Penalties for the most part, the most penalties I see are pass interference. So that's cool. Right now, the thing I don't like, even though there's a lot of positive, I told you I like the off season. I like the motivation. I like the mentor stuff. You know, player tags. I like all of that. I like the scenarios, but I wish you can have the scenarios um as an owner. I put the word out. Another thing is that they did say they had new relocation teams. When Drew tried to do it, he said they were still the same. Maybe just because it's still in the beta. So for the people that's still looking for the relocation stuff, that is not in the game yet. That has to be on the release date. So look it up for that. But otherwise, the thing that is the most aggravating thing about the franchise, well, all the good stuff. Trust me, when y'all playing it, y'all like, oh shoot, this is nice. This is the worst part about the franchise, in my opinion. This is the most overlooked, underdone thing. I told you I don't like the scouting, but I think I don't like this more. And I will go ahead and show y'all.
And the Giants now on the clock.
The draft.
Who do they have their eye on?
There is no right now. Looks exactly the same. There is no change at all. It's still the same people with no reaction. There's no commentary if you have a good pick. You know, back in the older Maddens, they used to have Adam Scheffler be like, "Oh, you know, this player went to this. He has some problems here."
Falcons now on the clock.
You know, that's all you hear. Oh, the Falcons on the clock. Oh, the Giants on the clock. That's it. Let me pause the draft real quick so I can do this. This is literally the same exact way, and they don't have the NFL jingle like I told y'all about. Dun, 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 dun. They don't have Roger Goodell talking. They don't have to say with this pick, I select this. They don't have nothing like this, man. This is probably the most let down in franchise mode. I'm telling you, the franchise mode is a lot better, but when it comes to the draft, I feel like the draft is one of the most important or exciting parts about the NFL. And they made this the dullest moments. It looks exactly. Look at these dudes. They have no reaction. You pick somebody, There's no reaction. There's no nothing. At least EA bring back Adam Scheffler or somebody talking about the picks, saying, "Oh, this was a good pick. This was a bad pick. Oh, they had some problems in college." You know, something like that. And I think that would be cool. Have the crowd react to the people saying something, to the people getting picked or whatever. You know, have how they have like in a real stadium in the game. You know, they have people jumping up and down if you score a touchdown. You can have a cut scene of somebody being happy or somebody booing saying they don't like it. You know, especially if players now have, you know, player tags and motivation, I feel like the crowd should come alive too. So hopefully this is just a beta thing and it doesn't look exactly the same. Uh, Please, EA, because this sucks. It looks cool in a way, but the fact that it's outdated, man. So please do something about this. Um, yeah. So anyway, if y'all want to talk about this real quick, let me go ahead and show y'all this. The staff player management stuff is still the same. I don't think that you can sign coaches as the offense or defensive coordinator. I'm not sure. I will have to take a look at that. But I don't think I was able to sign, like, say Arthur Smith, say if he got fired, say if I wanted to go sign him as an offensive coordinator instead. I'm not sure if you can do that. So yeah, and I don't even think these are real guys. So heck no, you can't do that. Henry Brock, what the heck is this dude? Jim Nichols? Is that a real dude? Like, I thought it was somebody else. Like, ain't it Dan Pease? So yeah, so they still don't have like real legit coordinators in the game. So that sucks. So yeah, guys, it's a lot to take in. But my main letdown for the franchise is the draft. The scouting, hopefully they can change that. But the fact that players, every player that you have in your team matters now. Off season is great. The training is great. Week by week, the commentary, like I told y'all, is still the same commentary team. Well, I don't like it's totally still the best. Actually, I think it's a lot more negative. Dang it. I'm trying to make it sound good, but I hope it's just a beta. Like I said, the halftime show is still terrible. I believe it's worse than it is this year. Hopefully they can fix that. Halftime show still looks exactly the same. I do like the intros of the game, and I like the little graphic for like the Monday night, Thursday night prime time. But other than that, guys, it still looks the same, man, and that sucks. They can do so much better, and yeah, that's pretty much what I gotta say on the Madden 23 beta. I feel like it's a lot better. Sadly, that's kind of sad. It's a lot better, but it's still some of the same. If they change this draft, if they change the scouting, if they change the halftime show, I'm fine. I'll be straight. I like that they added the entries in the game is better. I like that they added the fact that all players on your team mean something. I like that the trading is a lot better. People actually have um, trading traits that they'd be like, oh, okay, this player will be likely to get signed in the free agency. I like okay, with the draft, they have better draft logic. Okay, I will say that. I forgot all about that. Say if you got Russell Wilson and he's been doing good, and you, the computer, would just like this year in this game, it would be stupid. They like think about it right now. They just drafted the Giants just drafted a quarterback. They got freaking Danny Dimes over there. And Madden 23, they have better draft logic, and they literally have a player trait that says team would not likely draft a quarterback because of this player, and I like that. So that's cool. So EA Sports, kudos on that. Way freaking better draft logic because me and Drew was like, oh shoot, are they about to pick this person? And me and Drew, okay, cool. So that works. The player traits works. Everything works when it comes to that. I just don't like the model of the draft. That's just me as a player that's been playing a long time. Seeing where it was and seeing where it is now, I think they took a step back. So that's my input on that. So yeah, guys, if y'all want to know anything, oh, another thing, I like this. Is why I have to have this background standing still because I have to really think about this stuff. Also, they have international games. I've never noticed this before. I don't know if they had it this year, but you have London games. I'm not sure you have Mexico games because the Mexico Stadium is in the game, if y'all didn't know. But there is a London game that you play in London in the London Stadium, so that's cool. If y'all want to know about the practice jerseys, there are practice jerseys in the game. the quarterbacks, they have their own jerseys, and it's realistic to the team. So say since I played with the Washington Commanders, they had like a yellow jersey for the quarterback. I'm pretty sure if you play with the Chiefs, they'll have a different color or whatever. The Falcons, Tom Brady, I believe he had a red shirt. So practice jerseys are in the game, guys, because I know y'all was like, it's not realistic for they to play with their real uniform during practice. So that is a thing. I had to put out there. So yeah, guys, that's another thing. So that's good. Practice jerseys are in the game. London games are in the game. Injuries show up better. What else we got here? Better off season. You actually feel like you have a connection with the players. So player scenarios, like I said, when I actually get into that, I feel like this franchise can be good, but they have to make it good. Like it has that potential. They're getting better, but they have to stop literally copying and pasting stuff like this. Now I'm all with y'all be like, oh yeah, EA, you an EA fanboy. Y'all know I rip EA. Like I be going edit, man, with EA Sports. This, as far as beta form, is a complete copy and paste with this draft. The only difference is the draft logic makes sense, but the background, everything, EA Sports. Come on now, like come on, bro. Y'all got enough time to be able to change this. Y'all could have put IO in there. They could have did something different. Come on now, bro. Y'all got to chill out, man. Y'all making too much money to do the same stuff, bro. Especially how much I defend the game. Madden 23 as a whole can be probably the best Madden ever, but it starts with changing simple stuff like this. So yeah. Anyway, I mean, that's it, guys. As far as I know. When you draft somebody, now you can sort by the rating. So let me see something real quick. Make your selection. Okay, cool. Let me do this real quick and I'll get off. Like I said, I told you I was gonna try to draft it. Try to explain it to y'all in the best way I can. So, like this, you see how this is? You can actually go to selection, like, and see how you want to draft it by like speed and stuff like that. If I'm not mistaken, maybe I'm tripping, but I thought you could. Or especially when you do the connect to franchise, when you first do the main draft, you can search by speed. You can do whatever you want. So anyway, that's enough for me, man. Sorry if I didn't explain it the way like possible, but EA Sports not allowing us to show the game. Yeah. So if y'all have any questions, I think that'll be better answered because, like, trust me, it's hard to think about everything. I wrote everything down, but let y'all know I'm here for y'all. I got y'all. Yeah. The only glitch right now in the franchise is when you're drafting after every pick, it's a red flicker in the background, and it's obnoxious. I'll tell you that. And another thing is, every time somebody gets hurt in the beta on the news feed, it shows that they're out for the season, no matter if it's like 1 week or 2 weeks. Literally, the whole season is filled up. Oh my gosh. Dude is out for the whole season. Like everybody, their mama is saying that everybody's out for the entire season. So I hope they fix that. So yeah, that's it. Let me know what y'all think. I'll answer any question in the comment section. I try to explain it the best way I could.